Is you're filming with which this device, the Huawei device?
Yeah.
Can you turn on the beauty factor? Okay, never mind. I can be angry.
Hi guys, today we are just randomly watching a movie and I thought we will record watching a Chinese movie as I'm trying to learn some vocabulary. Let's see how this works. It's supposed to be a nice comedy from the 80s, right?
1994.
Hong Kong based movie.
Taiwanese movie.
Taiwanese?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, they're Taiwanese.
Alright.
But it was super popular in the entire Chinese speaking world, so for a very long time, and popular in mainland China, Taiwan, and also Hong Kong.
We forgot to say what's the name of the movie?
少林 小子. That's like
What
a
does it translate to?
Shaolin Popeye. That's the English name. But
The Popeye who is eating the
Popeye.
spinach?
Probably, yeah. That Popeye.
Okay.
Full of big names.
Let's start.
Shaolin Popeye.
Popeye. That looks like Hong Kong to me. And that's Jackie Chan singing the title song. Really
But
does not seem Taiwanese.
It's not
at
very
all.
true. No, it's not sure if it's Jackie Chan who's singing, because
I recognize his voice.
the thing is,
That's Jackie Chan. I'm
fine.
pretty sure about
But the
that
thing is,
one.
back then they always process their songs, so actually all of them sound the same. For example, I think this song is sung by this male star, this guy,
No.
because he himself is a famous singer. This was the most beautiful girl back then, and this is the most handsome boy
I see.
for a very long time. But they both are from Taiwan.
The CG is quite funny.
1994, not too bad.
Who brings a tambourine in a pub? Why is there a synthesizer in the pub? Is this even a pub?
DJ and a pub all together. You know, he's a bartender and the
And
DJ.
on the right side, is that a piano?
Yeah. When I was young, when I saw this first time, this girl was really like the goddess in my heart.
That one?
That girl,
This
yeah.
one? Really?
Yeah. But nowadays, like, everyone look the same with plastic surgery and makeup and everything.
Do you see that? That's probably university, right? It's interesting. What I meant to say is that how much they are using tiles there. I always thought they are in the toilet.
In Taiwan or in Hong Kong, it's close to the sea, so it's always very humid, and tiles are easy to maintain.
Yeah. Once you explain to me, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It was just a dream. So he's not that popular after all.
Oh, there's English subtitle.
I will most probably not read it. It's not too visible.
That's his younger brother.
He's the star, right?
Yeah. Well, he became famous from this movie. I will wake you up next time like this. I
Was
think
that
it
Qi
works.
Shang?
起床了.
Cui Chuang La. Okay. Ui, that will hurt.
Next time I will try this method. Seems that it works.
Ui. Chabupa.
This subtitle has nothing to do with their conversation.
Yeah. Somebody just went very creative and just made their own story. Baitoa.
Oh. He said, if you don't listen to me, you will have bad luck. And immediately he has bad luck. And then he just runs. The funny thing is, who would be combing hair in a car like that? There's no time to comb your hair. He said, do you dare to have a ride with me?
They're quite creative, I have to say.
Mm,
All these ideas.
not too bad for 1994.
Hmm. Probably not original anyway, but still,
Yeah.
the way they put things together.
Would you be able to do that?
Probably
Not.
once in 100 tryout.
Okay. Eee, boom.
Did you see the nice product placement? The bottom of his bag was a car brand.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Lila. Mhm.
Typical bully.
I would say this female is much prettier than the previous one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You are interesting. You have a
You're the
Yeah,
new
good
Pang Yao. You're the new
taste.
Pang Yao. The whole story is about women, anyways. New Pang Yao, left, right,
Well,
everywhere. New Pang
that's
Yao.
some high level summary. Everything's about women. And money and power.
Oh. What is he gonna do?
That's his father.
The principal.
Oh! Is that how did he beat you? Let me show you.
He said something. Okay. I think I kind of understand like 25%.
Mm.
Also from context and words.
By the way, see how long the skirts are?
Yeah.
That's more appropriate. That's like because society was very conservative.
Hmm. How's this guy? What is he, a principal or what?
He's like a
Or a gardener?
like a manager of the school,
Really? Or a janitor?
not a janitor.
Because he looks like, I mean,
He's like a
his
key,
suit is a little bit
not
funny.
not a principal, but also one important person. Their uniforms are actually pretty. Back then, like we also had to wear uniforms, and we
Mhm.
always wanted to have nicer uniforms. And when I watched this film, I was always like, oh, only if we had such uniforms. But in reality, our uniforms were so ugly. Everybody's was ugly actually. But you know, like back then, this girl was like the most pretty
She's
among
not.
them all.
I
The
mean,
most
maybe.
sexy and the
This is the
pretty.
difference in look, this one, I would say that she's at least like 50% prettier.
But look at this girl.
What? She's pale. This one at least has some color.
Well, they don't know in Asia that's better. You have like pale skin.
This is the difference in standards, you see?
Let me tell you a trick to tell whether it's Canton, Taiwanese or Mandarin. Like, how do you say, like Mandarin Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
They pronounce the he differently. Like and, 我和你.
Mm-hmm.
And they will say he as a han. Like 我和你.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear someone says han, then you know this must be Taiwan accent.
Mm-hmm. But the pronunciation of the rest is pretty standard.
Yes, yeah, the rest is
Putonghua.
very similar.
Driving a Beetle. That's a Volkswagen Beetle.
Mm. In reality, students don't drive to work. Okay, that's a very American thing.
Mm-hmm.
No one can afford a car.
New Paiwa.
别人的 other persons，
Mm-hmm.
别人的女朋友。
No.
哥哥爱上 my brother loves other people's girlfriend. And then the mom's like, good job.
It's weird. Running out of rubber.
And then he's like, but too sad that she doesn't love him.
Okay, let me pay attention.
What kind of photo frame was that?
It's again in the morning. Kayla. It doesn't open. 你想过想过
He said, "Are you trying to kill me?" He said, "You just killed yourself."
That was very abrupt. They wanna take a car to go home together today?
He wants to borrow her car
Okay.
because he wants to take that girl home.
He's just digging the grave deeper and deeper.
The other girl's still waiting for him to come back to pick her up. Because he said to that girl that I'm gonna bring this her girl home and then in 1 hour I'm gonna come back and pick you up. And then this girl suggested that they go to a movie. Uh-oh.
He just scared her home.
He's asking for his number.
Yeah, and
She gave him
she gave her the police stations.
Mm. He's telling the dog, go.
When is the Shaolin Park coming up?
How long is this movie?
哥哥加油
I don't see the mouse.
Okay, we are 1/3 in. This didn't age well.
How was that person flip back and forth? What kind of...
很对不起，刚刚是错过冲锋的头。这里是2万块医药费，实案报警，我不能没有案底。谁稀罕你臭钱呢？带走啦！
Quite dramatic for 1994, don't you think?
But that's the culture, they like it this way.
Hmm.
This creepy 80s romantic music. There's Jackie Chan again, I'm telling
This
you.
boy singing.
No way.
But then you will realize that they all manipulated their music and they all sounded the same. You will be surprised. So I think Jackie Chan doesn't really sing like this. Jackie Chan is faking his songs, I tell you.
You can hear it. He has this nosy voice.
Yeah, they all do. It's not real. You will see. I was
That's Jackie.
playing some of his songs and you will realize they're the same. They're the same. They're all manipulating their music.
Okay, the quality is too bad for me to really distinguish. But the first one was Jackie Chan for sure. This one I'm not so sure.
Mm. said he's going back. He's going to mainland China with his parents.
这只是一场闹剧啊。
Is this the part when the kid goes to Shaolin school?
张小姐今
Yeah,
天都睡了，吩咐我
you will see.
你们今天晚上在这里住一夜，来先跟我来啊。对，我已经知道你一起来，那就不可能。妈妈加油！现在
Mama Chayo.
工厂离这儿多远？路不远了，翻过一个山头，差不多7个钟头就到了。7个钟头？7个钟头还不远呢。
She finds it too far.
7 hours drive.
好哦。嘿，阿露妹，来，burger 吧。
Burger means let's kiss.
没事儿，没事儿。
没事儿，没事儿。Nothing, nothing.
嘟嘟，嘟嘟，不要跑！嘟嘟，不要跑！
Tutu is very funny.
嘟嘟，
不要怕, don't be
不要
afraid.
跑 ，Don't run.
Don't
跑
run.
不要跑。
嘟嘟，嘟嘟，嘟嘟，你在哪里？大哥，你再讲一下吧。不行。就玩一下，不行。
That's Shaolin Temple.
臭小子，你的活路。师傅，您的假牙。
He said, I smell fish in your mouth. And he said, told you so many times, if you dare to eat like meat in a way, then you should at least clean your mouth. So he has to go to the kitchen to bite on garlic as a punishment.
Cool. They're sneaking the boy in.
Yeah. Back then things were quite innocent and fun. Nowadays this is very different. This Shaolin Temple and everything.
Hmm.
现在不时兴了，没人当和尚，你要不要当和尚啊？这个头成了。我不要。
Then nobody wants to be a monk now. It's not popular. Do you want to be a monk?
这样的好鸡。
Shut up. It's 闭嘴.
Hmm.
到我了，我要看。
I'm not so sure if this boy actor, like this the other one, the Shaolin boy, if he was an orphan. The 7 characters. Boom, boom, stupid, 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 very stupid.
Where's he catching?
Stones.
Hmm.
We should practice your chopsticks skills with this method. Apparently that's how you learn Kung Fu. You wanna try?
现在肯吃苦的年轻人不多了，直到昨天
He's
talking about how bad things are now and how used to be much better, right? And things like
yeah. And then he mentioned that I got a phone call from a lady. Don't you read the English subtitle?
that. No, I'm trying to listen. Now he mentioned the mother.
Yeah. He wants his mother.
爸，想你啊。他们也好想你。
妈妈也好像你。
嗯
Small master.
嗯。
弟弟送给你蘑菇罐里面。
He's giving him a cheat sheet.
我真的很抱歉。
抱歉 is like I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Like 对不起。抱歉 is just a different way to say it.
嗯
我真的很抱歉。I'm really sorry.
我爷爷住院了，送我去医院。
爷爷 is a grandfather. 奶奶 a grandfather from father side
Mhm.
is 爷爷 and 奶奶 is grandmother from mother side. From father side. 奶奶爷爷
Mhm.
and then 外婆 is grandmother from the mother side.
Mhm.
So that's 外婆. Very specific. She has a Totoro.
Mhm. Cola and Pepsi in the same vending machine. You won't see that here in Europe.
7-Eleven is a shop.
赶快去向安妮求婚呐！
It's like
爸，
this is a conspiracy.
我这么年轻，
He wants the school to be transferred to him, and that grandfather is the one, the principal. You know the story, the conspiracy.
Fine.
Yeah.
So now they have a chance if the grandfather passes away.
He asked him to propose to the girl before the man dies.
Ah, okay. Nope, that was no idea.
你看看，你爸这样才让教
Mhm.
I don't really like this.
Cool. The effects are quite random.
Hmm. Cola again.
Must have been a big sponsor.
Mhm. Mm.
It's supposed to be a drama and put so much action in.
How lame. I'm sorry. 2021, I really cannot watch such things. But back then it was really cool.
Are you afraid? Hard about?
Mm.
So they are dueling?
Mm.
It's not too difficult to understand.
Mm.
我来说明一下比赛规则：4毛投球给1打席，3球没打中4毛赢。如果指赢的球超过我刚量的长度，给赢赢。
谁来当裁判啊？我来。社长好。哎，社长，你们出院了，恭喜您呐！很抱歉让你失望了。
I actually don't understand English. I something new.
What an effect. The visual of this movie is from the 80s, not the 90s.
Mm.
Where's everybody celebrating him? They have no skin in the game. What did he say?
I have two things to announce. He's firing him.
都是你，没把安妮弄到手，千万别变成这个样子。如果不是你心
was blaming all of this on.
安妮也会不理我。哼，你想干什么？我不准你伤害安妮哦。
这个好不好看？我觉得啊，这副的样子比较适合安妮，她戴起来一定会更加好看。
不错哦。哎，还有什么要卷头发？
我帮你买一套西装的 top，你去试一下啊。
西装？太夸张了吧？
不会啦。
西装 as in
西
suit.
装会不会太正式了？
Xi is Western. 装 is the outfit. So the Western outfit is the suit.
总不能太随便了。
Mm.
That's 西装.
今天呐，不要跟你解释这个，
Mm. And he ended up wearing smoking.
我会帮你加美的。
Mm.
They are learning.
我很好看是不是？
Wasn't it supposed to be full of? Okay. Wasn't it supposed to be full of jokes and funny?
The
Practical
second, the
comedy.
third one.
Okay.
These one they got really popular, and then the next ones are very funny.
This is just an 80s drama,
Mm.
more or less.
They like to have those strings in front of the neck, the collar, all these things. Something needs to be flying.
生日快乐。
Isn't that premature?
Only 2 people for birthday.
丫头，我就像哈巴狗一样伺候你二。右开路，左开前门尾。这会怎么进来的？
Home Alone. When was Home Alone made?
Before.
For sure. This is also Home Alone, right?
Okay, that's already a little bit too much. That's too slapsticky.
Mm.
I actually was hoping for something more original than this.
Mm.
He's my master.
Mm.
It's almost over.
来，黑人站长，我待会儿送你回去。
你们自己玩好，我要先走了。真的才是真爱的人。
那你呢？
我只能说谢谢你。不要犹豫了，快去吧。去啊！
别动！
The music changed very suddenly.
Yeah, that was actually quite not too subtle. So. Also, the acting is quite shallow.
Mm.
我想声音，这个年代会比较合适。
Exactly what kind of cultural message does this convey?
知道，
The pearl earring.
这是你自己选的。
Now she might think that he's into her, but he was sent by his girlfriend. What's the message here?
It's like he just realized that she loves him and he loves her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he left the other girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good so.
Good so. Happy ending.
All right. So what's the verdict?
When I was very young, like really, really, really young, this was one of my favorite movies. And this guy
The
was
first one.
yeah. Well, and later
Mhm.
on, all of them. I liked all of them later on. But then, like the girl was my goddess, and the guy was my idol, and then these two kids were my favorite kids. And then I just followed up on all the movies with these two kids.
I see. Okay. So you really liked this one. Okay. I can say it wasn't bad. It really was not too bad.
For 1994 Chinese movies, but this was one of the best.
All right. Well, but the story could have been a little bit more original, I can
Yeah.
say. And there was too many things at the same time going on. First of all, a love story. On the background, there was some crime, like the father of this rich guy and stuff. And then there was the Shaolin line of the story. And
Yeah.
I don't understand how these three met together. This was a little bit too random, how they were connected and intertwined.
Agree.
I actually hope for more Shaolin.
The
fun.
later ones were actually more because they probably realized from this movie they realized what people really liked about this movie was not the romance but rather the kung fu and the funny and these two boys, especially these two boys.
Sure.
So they became like a national sensation. And then later on, all the movies were focusing on these two boys rather than the adults.
Then maybe we should see one of them.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
see one of them and then see if you like them. There are only 3 anyway. Okay.
Well, that was that.
Then we will see the next one.
Let's see the next one.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.